Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this video for the solar season of Scorpio. I'm so excited to have you here. So for those of you who are new, hello, welcome in. I do have a tutorial video to take you through the little bit of tips that I have to offer you on how to get the most out of these readings. You can go ahead and watch that tutorial video if you feel called. It is not necessary, but it is a supportive tool that is there for you if you are looking for that. So for those who are not new, hello, welcome back in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you all know how much I appreciate being able to support you with these readings. I love the feedback I've been getting from you guys, and it's really an honor to have found a way to serve and show up for you all and for myself in this fun way as we play with the powerful sacred tools of the cards and the solar and lunar cycles of the astrological story. So, the sun is moving into the sign of Scorpio. That's why it's called the solar season. It's going to be in Scorpio from October 23rd until November 22nd. So when I talk about the month throughout this reading, I'm talking about the solar month, and I'm talking about this time frame between the 23rd to the 22nd. So what is the sun? Well, the sun represents the spotlight of our galaxy. So as the sun moves into the sign of Scorpio, in essence, we are spotlighting the Scorpion energy. So what are we spotlighting? Let's talk a little bit about what the vibration of Scorpio is. So first, I want to talk about the mode of the sign of Scorpio. So it's right there at the top where it says fixed/unchanging. So there's three different modes that a sign could be. The fixed sign is the full sign of any season. So in the northern hemisphere, Scorpio represents the fullness of fall. All Hallows Eve happens during this Scorpio season. And that's really the full energy of this fall vibration. Scorpio is also a water sign. That's the element it is in. The signs can be one of four elements. Water is the element that Scorpio is in, and the element of water represents our emotions. So essentially, the Scorpion energy is fixed water or unchanging emotions. The archetype of the Scorpio energy is the scorpion. So think about this diving deep energy, diving through the sand to get to the little drop of water that's at the depths of the desert. This is the energy that the scorpion vibe has. Now, fun fact, there's also another animal that represents the scorpion energy, and it's the eagle, which represents the higher perspective of the scorpion and also represents the transformative nature. It can be down on the earth, deep down, or it can be high and flying. So the Scorpio qualities you see listed there as resourceful, passionate, magical, observant, and unyielding. The Scorpio energy is like the detective of the zodiac. It is this very, very deep diving, resourceful energy. And like I mentioned, it has this energy of transformation and magic embedded in its vibration. So what we're going to do with these readings is we are going to find out which planets, the sun, the moon, and or your rising sign are in the sign of Scorpio. So if you aren't familiar with your chart, don't worry. I also have a tutorial video to help guide you through how to understand your chart, how to read your chart, and how to find out what planets are in the Scorpio sign for you. So we're looking at any of the planets. We're including Pluto. We're including the sun sign, the moon sign, and the ascending sign, which is the AC. So there's also a reading for those who do not have the planets, the sun, the moon, or the rising sign in Scorpio. It's essentially your sign of Scorpio is empty. So there's a whole reading that'll take you through that energy as well. Now also know that you could have multiple readings. You could have more than one planet in the sign of Scorpio. So my advice to you would be to watch the readings for each alignment that you have in Scorpio. And when I say alignment, I mean planet, the sun sign, the moon sign, or the rising sign. Now, an interesting thing to note about this solar season of Scorpio is that we are going to be experiencing 2 eclipses. These eclipse energies are going to be very, very powerful. They're going to be very, very felt in our lives. And I encourage you to check into the readings that I'll do for those eclipses. But I want you to be aware as we move into this Scorpio solar season that we are going to be having a solar eclipse with the new moon in Scorpio just 2 days after the sun moves into Scorpio. Very, very powerful vibration. This is going to reference the full moon eclipse that we had in Scorpio 6 months ago. And then we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Taurus later in the solar season of Scorpio. And so these energies are really going to be at play during the solar season. So I definitely have to mention them as we dive in. I will have individual readings to bring up the themes of these eclipses from 6 months ago into the present moment and guide us through this portal energy, this very powerful time in our cycle. And so I just wanted you to be aware that these energies are at play. Another fun thing that we like to do during the solar seasons is to kind of spy on the solar Scorpios. So essentially, anyone who has a birthday during this time frame, we're going to be kind of looking at them. We're going to be seeing how they shine. We're going to be learning from them how they express these observant, passionate, magical, and unyielding qualities. They can give us a lot of information about the Scorpio archetype, and then we can apply it to the planet or the area of our lives that we have Scorpio showing up for us. So if you want to support me for these readings, there are many ways to do that. You can comment on these videos. You can share these videos. You can also send me a donation at paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. Link is in the description. You can sign up for any of my services. I have a chakra meditation service. This service is only $14.40 a month. It's available on WhatsApp. We get new chakras every week, and it's really awesome. So you can sign up there. I'm also offering chart readings now. I will dive into your own personal astrology and give you a snapshot of what you are looking at in an energetic sense when it comes to your makeup. And you can support me by signing up for one of those. And that's how you can support me if you feel called. So we are going to be going to our spiritual support team to get guidance on how to navigate these Scorpio energies in our lives for this solar season with the Faery Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. So let's see what the Faery Oracle has in store for you. So this reading is for you if Venus was in the sign of Scorpio when you were born. So the planet represents the what of our astrological story. The what of Venus is love and money. So how your love and money is expressing itself is through the archetype of Scorpio. So your love and money expresses itself through fixed water, through unchanging emotions, through resourceful, passionate, magical, observant, and unyielding energies. So one thing to note about Venus in Scorpio is that this alignment is in a placement that's called detriment. What a sign in detriment means is that it's in the astrological sign that's opposite to its ruler. So the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, or Venus rules Taurus. And so because your Venus is in Scorpio, the opposite of that, there's a little bit more work you get to do in this area of your life. You may find the area of love and money in your life to be not as powerfully aligned as maybe some of the other areas of your life. Now, don't get in your head about this and don't be like, oh, my love and money is in detriment, and so this area of my life is just never going to work out. That's not true. With all of these understandings that we're gaining through learning ourselves through our chart, we're seeing where our challenges and opportunities are. This would be a challenge for you. This just means that this area of your life is calling for more focus. I believe that we decided our astrology before we decided to incarnate into this experience. So you chose this alignment. I believe you did. So how can you utilize it to the best of your ability? Well, we are celebrating this alignment as the sun is celebrating the Scorpio energy. So let's find out what your support team wants to say for how you can best utilize this season and really focus on the area of your life that deals with love and money. So if you haven't already taken a few deep breaths, called in your spiritual support team, and opened your heart to receiving the guidance that's most aligned to you, I invite you to do that now. Oh, I love this. Okay, you have number 16, her special place. Find your own safe space inside and out. Yes, please do that. So let's see a little bit more about the meaning that this card brings up. Okay. Her special place can signal a need for solitude and quiet, a break from busyness, strife, and stress. Find the way in which you respond with healing and love and give those things to yourself. Take a break from hearing about disasters and create an oasis where only some can enter, and only at your invitation. This card can signal a need for a haven, a sanctuary, where you can commune with your own emotions and have some time out that will refresh and restore you as you re-enter the world. This is a time of introversion, not sadness, but of turning inwards towards the oasis, sanctuary, and the peace that exists within. We are all born with this place within us. It is simply that we sometimes forget and lose our connection to it. Drawing this card could signify that it is time to put energy into creating your own special place. A room or a home or a space to work where you feel safe, creative, and without judgment. This card can also signify that you are healing from health and emotional issues because you have worked hard on creating a physical space in which you are treated with love and respect, by yourself firstly, and by others. This beautiful fairy's appearance could also signal a remission in health issues. Renewal and healing may be as simple as finding a place quiet, near a still body of water, and doing what you love most. Alternatively, be sure to follow the as within, so without creed. Create space within, and that external peaceful place must manifest. So through meditation and nurturing the inner sanctuary, the external one shall appear. Okay, yeah. So to get your love life and your money life in order, you need to find that special place. You need to prioritize time to yourself, to be yourself without judgment, to explore your inner world. This is so very important. The Scorpio energy is actually really good at diving deep within itself. So you are being invited to harness the magic of this inner depth by giving yourself a time and a space and a place to dive into this, to discover this, a place to meditate, a place to commune with your spiritual support team, a place that's yours and yours alone. And if you're watching this and saying, I can never create that space, I have people in my home that will never honor that boundary, well then, it's time, my friend. It is time to have a discussion about what it is that you need. You need this personal space. And maybe it's a matter of helping the people in your home create their own special place. And then you call special place time, where everyone goes to their special place and they have their own time to be creative, their time to go within, making it a normal thing within your household. If you're listening to me say this and you're saying, I can't do that. Okay, well then it's even more important for you to do that. If you can do this in a workspace, go ahead and do that as well. Not that you need everyone to have their own special place at work and special place time, but as long as you have a place that you can go to in your work environment to take a time out, to breathe. This has to do with your love and money. So as you clear up this inner space, as you give yourself this special place, you're going to feel the peace come into your own being, and then it's going to show up in your love life and in your finances. All right, my beautiful, beautiful Venus in Scorpios. As always, let me know how this is resonating with you. Let me know if you have questions. Again, don't take the detriment thing too hard. I've got some things in detriment as well in my chart. And it's just an opportunity for us to work harder in this area of our lives. So especially with this message, work hard on this message. Utilize the Scorpion energy of diving deep, to dive deep within yourself so that you can find the peace within, so that your love life and your financial life can receive peace as well. Prioritize creating this place. Have fun creating it. Let me know how this turns out for you. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.